You started out, your dream growing up was not to be a musician.
No.
You wanted to play, you wanted to be a football player.
Yeah.
Football, soccer, Spanish.
Right.
So
that's still my dream.
Yeah.
I think
well, you look like you're in shape, but I know running around it called the pitch in football.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that in shape.
Well, maybe playing a beer league or whatnot.
Maybe a coach.
There you go. Does Gabriel play soccer?
No, he hates sports. In fact, we have to kind of force him to do swimming.
Okay.
Because he's all he likes. Well, I mean, his sport is playing drums. He's a good drummer.
You have to be Taylor Hawkins said, to be a drummer, you have to be an athlete.
Yeah. No, and he plays drums all the time. He's a hard hitter. So he actually had to get one of those plexiglass because it was unbearable. But so he doesn't like sports. The other one, he's 4. He's definitely more athletic, and he's looking like he's going to do that. But yeah, for me, I was kind of a creative jock.
Uh-huh.
I kind of in high school, I got along with the side of the non-athletes, and then I got along with the jocks because I was a good soccer player. But I've always played music. I just never, my parents never, put it like, oh my God, you're so talented. You should. No, they wanted me to get a job, go to get an education.
Sure.
So for me, it was, I just wanted to play soccer. I thought that was a cool way for me to get an education, get a scholarship. And so and I hated to study. So for me, I thought this would be the way to do it. And so I did. I actually ended up getting a scholarship, play for St. Louis University. And then I tore I tore my groin muscle, then I tore the right ACL. Then after college, I actually made this, it was like an all-star Latin team. And it was, we got picked to play in this league where we're going to get MLS, scouts. So I was like, oh man, my second chance, I was like 24. I'm like, and during this time I was already doing music, but not to the extent I'm doing now, but I was just still, to me, they're still a hobby. And so on the third practice of that, I tore my left ACL. So pretty much God was saying, just stay down, pick up a guitar.
Yeah, your music, Javier, your music is too important. It's going to change the world in some way.
I guess. So
incremental.
I picked up a guitar a little bit more serious, and then I got, it was a bittersweet thing where my manager got me an opportunity to play a writer's round for Warner Chappell, and so I got a publishing deal, and I say bittersweet because then the manager was the one that ended up pretty much robbing me. So it's kind of a bittersweet. Thanks to him, my career got started, but thanks to him, I was baptized into the music business in the worst way.
The hard way. Baptized by fire.
Sure.
Fire. Yeah, too many stories. I have some other friends that had just horrible experiences.
Sure.
One friend of mine, I won't mention his name, and at some point I want to chat with him on the podcast, but it was just a situation where 5 years, basically, all his music was, he couldn't do anything with it. It was held hostage.
Yeah.
And then when the contract ended, he was, he found that love of music again, and is putting out a new album. Is just one of the most amazing talents. Somebody like yourself that just from the heart, just great music, and it's just so sad to see good people deal with that. But that's the warning of the music business,
and that's why it's the contradiction of the term music business. You know. And it is. It's a business, and unfortunately, because I believe it's kind of like religion. I believe when business is mixed with something from the heart, it's even more distorted. It's even becomes even more evil. I think when you try to make a business out of things from the heart or things from the spirit or things that are really honest to somebody, it can really hurt people. You can really hurt people, and you can also manipulate people that way because you're working with people that really love what they do, so they're willing to do anything, and they're willing to believe anything. We become vulnerable to that and naive, and and extremely gullible. So
I felt that myself over the years. And
sure, because we're looking for that dream. So when somebody says, "Hey, man, I got something," you just want to believe it so badly because you just really want to. I don't know, for me, if it was the attention that I really seeked. I mean, I love the music, but I love the attention. You know, I'm a little.
I'm the same. Yeah.
I'm a little guy, and in school, I was not getting much attention from either the girls or just people, or I was kind of I was coasting, but I wasn't getting beat up. But I mean, sometimes, but but I wasn't getting bullied most. But I got bullied a little bit. But just wanted that attention. All of a sudden somebody's giving you attention because you play the guitar and you sing a song, and you're like, wow, I like this. So you want more of it, and somebody tells you, you know what, I can have the whole world listen to this. You're like, yes. And
where do I sign?
And you're right. And then you I remember when I signed with Ken, which was my first manager, he I knew something was wrong, but I let it go. It was my heart telling me, don't do it. But I wanted it so badly that I didn't listen.
Yeah, you went against your instincts.
And nowadays, that's what age helps. Is that you listen to that quite a bit. You're like, no, thanks.
Yeah, you're like, wait, I'm gonna hold back on this. I'll be patient, and if it's meant to be, then it'll manifest the way it's supposed to be.
And I think it's also being satisfied with your life, your present life.
True.
If you have to say, things are good. I don't need that, and we don't even know what that is. Yeah. It doesn't really exist.
True, man. That is so wise. And as I'm getting more comfortable with myself and finding that self-love and just gratitude prayers every morning, just not for me but for friends as well. Sure. It kind of has shifted my whole energy. Yeah. And then it allows for those things to happen. Or with the podcast, it's just you heard the Jason episode, you reached out.
Yep.
And then through throwing something else out, somebody else reached out recently about something else. And it's like, oh, I've been thinking about them for the podcast. So I'm just kind of letting those things just happen.
Well, and those you're getting the positive reinforcement. Hey, thanks for doing that. Yeah. Thanks for putting that podcast out, and it's that energy allows you to do another one. And you do need that positive reinforcement. We're like teachers. I feel like a teacher sometimes, like where we are not. It's not the entire class that's going to love you. In fact, it's 95% of the class is going to hate you, but it's always so that true. Student that comes up to you and says, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes you go and do the next class.